To diet or not to diet? That is the question. Have any of you been on a diet? Now, I'm not talking about a diet to gain weight. I'm talking about a diet to lose weight. Now, I've been on a diet, many diets, but I was on a very special diet, a very strict diet, and I lost 100 pounds. Yes, 100 pounds. But I found it again. But that's another story for another time. But this took an entire year to lose that 100 pounds. I had 5 meals a day with packaged food, such as bars and shakes. I had 1 meal a day of lean and green. I had some lean protein and some veggies. But there were some rules, and I didn't like 2 of those rules. One of the rules was the veggies. I have a long list of veggies that I like. The list of veggies I could have was very short. You know, they didn't even include onions or carrots. What are they thinking? And the second rule that I hated, no fruit. How can someone live without fruit? But I did for a year. And I lost the weight, and I stuck to that diet religiously. But partway through this process, I was invited to a baby shower. Now, for those of you who have never been to a baby shower, this is where a bunch of women get together and bring presents for the new baby, for someone who is pregnant. And we have a lot of fun. We're all good friends. And there's food. There is amazing food. Now, at Andrea's party, we had cake. We had cookies, we had pastries, we had fresh fruit, and more and more and more. She had 2 big, long tables full of food. I walked along that table and realized I couldn't eat a thing at this party. I was in a torture chamber. So I walked along. Food was staring at me in the face, and then suddenly I heard something. I looked over there, and there was the cake, and the cake was singing, I am calling you. Oh, that cake was calling me. Okay, I'm not going to have you. I don't want you. Well, yes, I do want you, but I'm not going to eat you. Go away. But then the cookies took over, and Cookie Monster came with a song he used to sing on Sesame Street. C is for cookie, it's good enough for me. Cookie, no, I'm not going to have any cookies. No cake, no cookies. And then I saw the fruit. Oh, what I would give for a strawberry or a grape, or how about some pineapple? But it wasn't to be. How was I going to avoid these wonderful looking snacks? Well, I went to a table, sat with a bunch of my friends, and they had their plates piled high with cakes, cookies, fruit, and all the wonderful snacks. I had a bar. And so I made this bar last a long time. I took a tiny bite from the corner, chewed it and chewed it and chewed it and swallowed it. And another tiny bite. My one bar lasted as long as everyone else's big plate of food. I succeeded. It was torture, but I prevailed. But that day, I learned something very important. It was a turning point. I realized that I was obsessed with food, real food, not this. I looked at food. It looked at me. It called to me. It sang to me everywhere I went, everything I did. Food. I'd drive by a pizza place. Food, glorious food. Hot sausage and mustard. While we're in the mood, cold jelly and custard. So pizza, Oliver, even watching movies on TV was horrible. I watched Harry Potter and see those little kids pigging out on all that food in the Great Hall. And even the sound of the dishes sounded so good. Treacle tart. Oh, God, doesn't that ring in the ear? Doesn't it make your mouth water? It did mine. I thought, well, maybe I can watch Mary Poppins. Oh, a spoonful of sugar? But I watched it anyway. We got to supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, and these words came into my mind. Mozzarella provolone, mozzarella provolone, parmesan ricotta. You should eat it every day, and you should eat a lot. It is great with vino, and it's even good with what? Mozzarella provolone, parmesan ricotta. Even supercalifragilisticexpialidocious made me hungry. Well, maybe I could watch some opera. I love Rigoletto by Verdi. My favorite aria is La Donna Nobile. So let's see if I can watch that. I turned it on. My favorite aria came on, and the Italian words got jumbled up in my mind and turned into, let's make some cookies. Let's make some cookies. Would you like chocolate chip or peanut butter? Oh, I was obsessed. All I could think about was food. I saw food everywhere. I looked at it. It looked at me. It sang to me. I was doomed. I thought I was going to die. And then it hit me. The word diet, the first 3 letters spell die. I don't want to die. I want to live. And so we come back to our original question. To diet or not to diet? That is the question. And I finally have the answer. I won't go on a diet. I'm going to go on a limit. Back to you, Toastmaster.